and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest updates. We start with Pablo Torre. It has been reported that the Barca new signing has been impressing Xavi a lot during pre-season training. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Robert Lewandowski, with this very contradicting report that have just come out amidst a time where we think that the move is getting closer and closer. It has been reported that Lewandowski will consider Chelsea if and only if Barcelona move fails. Definitely, I don't think it will fail. Let's hope everything works out as planned. Before we discuss those stories, I want to encourage you guys to please join the very best and most trustworthy betting site on the planet, 1xBet, where you are offered up to 200% bonus when you make your initial deposit. Stand a chance to be one of those lucky winners in an everyday outstanding jackpots that are waiting to be won. All you need to do is just complete a small daily task, for example, a small bet on a specified soccer match, and you will definitely have a chance at winning huge cash prizes. Down below on the description box, you can find the link there, and please register so that you don't miss this opportunity. The signing of Pablo Torre from Racing Santander has brought about a lot of excitement among Barcelona supporters. The Catalans had struck an agreement with the lower league club over a transfer for the teenage attacking midfielder months ago, with the youngster completing the move when the transfer window officially opened. Barcelona beat bitter rivals Real Madrid to the signing of the 19-year-old Spanish prospect, and considering his exploit for Racing Santander in the last season, they have gotten their hands on a diamond. Indeed, Torre finished last season with a return of 10 goals and 11 assists in 34 matches in all competitions, showcasing his immense potential and promise. So even though he was signed with Barca Athletic team in mind, there has always going to be a chance that he could be fast-tracked into the first team setup at the Camp Nou. And as reported by Javi Miguel of Diario AS, that is exactly what will happen. The journalist claims that Torre has made a big impression in his first week of pre-season training, and has managed to convince manager Xavi Hernandez that he is deserving of a berth in the senior squad. Xavi raised the 19-year-old very highly and played a key role in convincing him to choose Barcelona over Real Madrid. And now, having gotten a closer look at the Spanish prospect in pre-season training, the 42-year-old tactician is ready to hand him a spot in the first team squad for the upcoming campaign. So it remains to be seen what role and how prominent of a part Pablo Torre would play in Barcelona first team roster, considering that there are already a plethora of midfield options at Xavi's disposal. Indeed, Pedri, Gavi, Nico Gonzalez, Franquisi, Sergio Busquets, as well as Sergio Roberto and Alex Collado are available for the manager, while Frankie de Jong would also be an option, provided he does not leave. Xavi is understood to be keen on having two quality players for each position in the playing 11, but including Torre and de Jong, it will make 9 midfielders for 3 slots, which would lean towards overbooking. So it will be interesting to see how the manager juggles his options, but as things stand, Pablo Torre has seemingly already managed to win over the manager's heart and could be set for a breakthrough in the first team setup when the season starts. One of the importance of this pre-season is for some players to show their manager what they got, and I think if players can make use of this, especially players that come with so much doubt in them, use this opportunity to tell the manager that you can be trusted, it's something good. And Pablo Torre being a midfielder, and from what I've been hearing, he's a top quality midfielder. It's going to be a brilliant thing to see him play for the first team. But of course, as we know how the midfield is choked up at Barcelona, it's going to be difficult somehow to get regular playing time. But except he plays to his best, except Xavi assesses him this preseason and see that he deserves to be in the first team, because Barca's plan initially is to put him in the Barca Athletic or the Barca B, whatever. And from what this report is saying, Xavi is likely to integrate him to the senior team, because the way he has been training, the way he does his thing, he deserves a place in the first team. But would that be really possible? When we look at how tight the team is for places, it's not easy. But let's see what Xavi decides at the end of the day. Then on to the next story of discussion. Reputed journalist Ben Jacobs has offered a fresh update on the future of Robert Lewandowski. There has been a lack of movement in the post-transfer saga in recent days, but the striker still harbors of leaving Allianz Arena this summer, with Chelsea being the latest club to join the race. Jacobs suggests Lewandowski is well aware of Chelsea's interests, but he may only consider a move to Stamford Bridge if his move to the Camp Nou falls through. Barcelona have been in negotiations with Bayern Munich for months, but to no avail. But Lewandowski is willing to wait around a bit for Barcelona, and he's not willing to give up on them just yet, especially this early in the transfer window. With a month and a half still remaining before the window slams shut, Robert Lewandowski believes there is a substantial chance of him joining Barca this summer. The club themselves are confident of sealing a move despite the failed negotiations with Bayern. The Bavarians are reportedly looking for a fee of around 50 million euros upfront for Lewandowski. Barcelona have approached reluctant to match that fee, but recent reports indicate that they are ready to shell out 50 million euros for the striker. As for Chelsea, they are keen on avoiding a similar situation as Rafinha, where their proposal merely triggered a route for Barcelona to make an offer and move ahead in their pursuit, due to the player's willingness to move to the Camp Nou. But in case the negotiations between Barca and Bayern truly collapse, Chelsea coach Thomas Tuchel is more than willing to make a move for the Polish hitman and would prefer him over Cristiano Ronaldo, who is also available in the market. Chelsea just keep looking for places where there is already an established link, just to, I don't know, it's a terrible way of doing business, and right now I don't know what to say. I'm just fed up. Lewandowski, a player that Barca have been strongly linked, and it's no secret that Lewandowski wants Barca and Barca alone. But of course, I don't still understand this report saying that Lewandowski will consider Chelsea if Barca fails. Let's see. It's gonna be interesting because what have been reported by transfer expert Fabrizio Romano is that Lewa wants just Barca or nothing. Which means if Barca don't succeed, it is very likely he stays at Bayern, maybe waiting for Barca next year when he will be a free agent. So let's see if Chelsea actually comes strongly to the race, because as they are saying, Chelsea have entered the race for Lewa, which is just going to make things complicated. Of course, it's not even strange that Chelsea are linked with him. In the past, we have been hearing about Chelsea's interest, but given the fact that Lewandowski's preference of Barcelona is widely pronounced by many people know about that. That's why you see many clubs are not too showing interest, because they know it's just going to be a waste of time, given the fact that Lewandowski has made it publicly clear that he desired just Barcelona. But right now, going by these reports, Lewandowski can still go to Stamford Bridge if Barca are sluggish. But when we look at the reports we spoke about earlier today, it contradicts everything, because from what we read, Barca and Bayern are likely to come to an agreement, as Bayern are open to a possible move for the player to Barcelona. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.